Hello, this is Father Ken Lau and welcome to the new episode of the Living with the Saints series. Last September 5, we have two new canonized saints in Saint Pier Giorgio Frassati and also in Saint Carlo Acutis. In this episode, I would like to share more about Saint Pier Giorgio Frassati, and I'm reading this from the frassatiusa.org. It says there, Pier Giorgio Michelangelo Frassati was born in Turin, Italy on April 6, 1901. His mother was a painter and his father was the founder and director of the newspaper La Stampa and was influential in Italian politics, holding positions as senator and also ambassador to Germany. At an early age, Pier Giorgio joined the Marian Sodality and the Apostleship of Prayer. He developed a deep spiritual life, which he never hesitated to share with his friends. The Holy Eucharist and the Blessed Virgin were the two poles of his world of prayer. At the age of 17, he joined St. Vincent de Paul Society and dedicated much of his spare time to serving the sick and the needy, caring for orphans and assisting the demobilized servicemen returning from World War I. He decided to become a mining engineer, studying at the Royal Polytechnic University of Turin, so he could serve Christ better among the miners. What little he did have, Pier Giorgio gave to help the poor, even using his bus fare for charity, and then running home to be on time for meals. The poor and the suffering were his masters, and he was literally their servant, which he considered a privilege. His charity did not simply involve giving something to others, but giving completely of himself. This was fed by daily communion with Christ in the Holy Eucharist. Mountain climbing was one of his favorite sports. Outings in the mountains, which he organized with his friends, also served as an opportunity for his apostolic work. He never lost a chance to lead his friends to Mass, to the reading of Scripture, and to praying the Rosary. He often went to the theater, to the opera, and to museums. He loved art and music. Just before receiving his university degree, Pier Giorgio contracted poliomyelitis, which doctors later speculated he caught from the sick whom he tended. Neglecting his own health because his grandmother was dying, after 6 days of terrible suffering, Pier Giorgio died at the age of 24 on July 4, 1925. His last preoccupation was for the poor. On the eve of his death, with a paralyzed hand, he scribbled a message to a friend asking him to take the medicine needed for injections to be given to Converso, a poor sick man he had been visiting. Pier Giorgio's funeral was a triumph. The streets of the city were lined with a multitude of mourners who were unknown to his family, the poor and the needy, whom he had served so unselfishly for 7 years. Many of these people, in turn, were surprised to learn that the saintly young man they knew had actually been the heir of the influential Frassati family. On May 20, 1990, in St. Peter's Square, which was filled with thousands of people, the Pope beatified Pier Giorgio Frassati, calling him the man of the 8 Beatitudes. His mortal remains were found completely intact and incorrupt. Upon their exhumation on March 31, 1981, they were transferred from the family tomb in Polon to the cathedral in Turin, following his beatification in 1990. Many pilgrims, especially students and the young, come to the tomb of Blessed Frassati to seek favors and the courage to follow his example. If you want to know more about Saint Pier Giorgio Frassati, there's a very good book called The Man of the Beatitudes. So read it and be inspired by his great love for the poor and also his great love for the outdoor and his holiness. God bless. Living Saint, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, we trust in you.